remind each other and ourselves, what are the forms of transformations that we have done? So the first one we did was translation. Does anybody remember what translations was about? Translations. Then we did reflections. And then we did rotations. And lastly, we did enlargements. Spelling, guys. I was about to say enlargements with a G. Ooh. There we go. Enlargements and reductions. This was one section. So if you miss any of these, guys, if you miss any of these, remember we are recording these lessons, so you can go to the website and just check out the ones you have missed and watch the lesson. Okay. Yes, I blame my glasses. They have lived with my spelling. I like that excuse. Anyway, Mikhail has given us a very nice translation, a very nice explanation of what translations are. Remember, translations had to do with moving up or down and left, right, up, left, down. I have chosen to write this in a very strange way, and I don't know why. So if you're moving a whole shape or image up or down, left or right on the Cartesian plane, that would be translations. Reflection, thank you very much, Shomolemo. We have come to the party. Reflecting is a mirror image. Mirrors images on X, Y axis, and the line Y equals X. Okay, what were rotation? There we go. Rotation is turning images. And what are the last ones? Enlargements and reductions. Enlargements and reduction. There we go. Enlargement was making bigger. And reduction was making smaller. Nice, guys. So if you miss any of these, I'm going to do this so you guys can take the screenshot quickly. Okay. If you missed any of these lessons, you can just go back and watch the videos. I suggest you do. All right. So that you have a full understanding of this chapter. Now, in our last lesson, I said we were going to start over here. Okay. Remember, our last lesson had to do with enlargement and reduction. So here we have a picture of a car. Car A. So the original is car A, which is all the way over here, little baby car over there, is enlarged by a scale factor of 2. Okay, and then we move on to car B, which is that one, is the image of car A. So that's car B is the new one after you enlarge it. Then after that, you enlarge car B again by a scale factor of 3, and you're going to make car C. Now we are on car C, which is the image of car B. Okay. And then they give us the coordinates of the front of car A. So the front of car A, the front wheel of car A, the coordinates are 1, 2. And number 1 says write down the coordinates of the front wheel of car B, which we have been told is an enlargement of car A by what scale factor? What is our scale factor? We're now going from car A to car B. What scale factor were we given? Thank you very much, 2. Thank you, Lucidi. So what are we going to do with our scale factor again? Please remind me. What are we going to do with our scale factor? Omulema has already told us there. multiply by all of the coordinates. That was not a good idea. Never mind. I was going to make space, but my highlights are going to be out of the spot. Okay, so we're going to start from, let's see, let me number this, number 1. Our original coordinates are 1, 2. And you guys are saying I must multiply it by 2. So it's going to be 1 times 2, as well as 2 times 2. So my new coordinates are, thank you very much, 2, 4. Okay, is everybody with me so far? Ouch. I need to fix my life over here so I can write properly. Okay, everybody is with me so far. Wonderful. Now, number 2 says, complete the general rule. How did we get from A to B? And you guys just told me now. If our coordinate was X, Y for A, what did we do again to get to B? We multiplied by 2. So then you can say 2x. Okay, my pen looks a little bit thin to me. Is it just me? Maybe I should increase it. Let's see. That's better. So then we're going to have 2 times x, and now I'm using the wrong color for the wrong one. X and y, and we multiply both by 2. So the rule would be 2x times 2y. Nice. Now 3 says, write down the coordinates of the left front wheel of car C. So now I want you guys to tell me, where do we start? Do we start from car B or from car A? Now we're looking for the coordinates for car C. Are we starting from car B or car A? We're starting from car B because car B was the starting point. Do you see this? It says car B is then enlarged to make car C. So now, geez, I don't know what I just did. There we go. So now my starting point is the coordinates for B, which are 2, 4. And we're told that it's enlarged by a scale factor of 3. So now that you guys know how to do this, please tell me what the new coordinates are. We are enlarging by a scale factor of 3. Oh, we don't know how to multiply. What's going on? Remember, our starting point is B. Maybe I should write the letters in front. So this was B, okay? And this one was A. And now we're going to C. So 2 times 3 would be 6. And 4 times 3 would be 12. There we go. Nice. And now, guys, now it says complete the rule, but now they want the rule going from A to C. Ooh, so what did you multiply by from A to C? So A was 1, and we went all the way to 6, and the other one was 2 all the way to 12. So if you're jumping all the way from A to C, what do you actually multiply by? So we're going from A, which was 1, 2, all the way to, I need to get a color for C, which is green, 6, 12. So what, this time, what is our scale factor? Nice, guys. So then our general rule will be times by 6. So then the general rule is go from xy to 6x and 6y. Nice, guys. And then 5 and 6 and 7 will then be very much easier because you guys have answered me already. 5 says, how much bigger is car B than car C? How much bigger? Look at the scale factor. How much bigger is car B than car A? Anyone? Thank you. It's double the size. It's twice as big, right? because my scale factor was 2. Nice. Number 6 says, how much bigger is car C than car B? So now we're here. C than B. It's 3 times bigger. Three times bigger. And the last one, number 7, I'm going to write it on the side here. It says, how much bigger is car C, than car A? So now we're at the number 4 transformation. Well, enlargement. How much bigger is car C than car A? Thank you very much. 6 times bigger. Nice, guys. Do we get what we done? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Nice check-in point. While we're doing thumbs up, thumbs down, let me zoom out for everyone who wants to take a screenshot. Ooh, this is a lot of information. There we go. There we go. Everyone who takes a screenshot, this is your time. I see the thumbs up. Thank you. Is there anyone who has a question or is lost? Don't be shy. Okay, I don't see any questions. I see more thumbs up, which makes me happy. Okay. Sekhofatso, where did we lose you? Raise your hand. Go to reactions and please raise a hand. There we go. Hi, Sekhofatso. You may unmute. If you're on a phone, swipe on the screen until you see a button that says speak or speak now or something like that. And then you can unmute yourself and tell me where we've lost you. On question 7, how much bigger is car C than car A? Okay, let's look at the coordinates. Okay. Look at number 4. So that's the one that we used to answer that one. So the coordinates for car A are 1, 2. Okay, so your X coordinate is 1 and your Y coordinate is a 2. Here they are. Okay, and you're going to compare them to the X and Y coordinate for C, which are 6 and 12. Now you need to tell me, what did we multiply to get from 1 to 6? Okay, so what do you multiply by 1 to get to 6? Sekhofatso? Let me know in the chat if you can't unmute. What do you multiply 1 by to get to 6? Hi, Tiamo, welcome. Thank you. Welcome, welcome. 6, okay? So you multiply 1 by 6 to get to 6. And similarly, or in the same way, what do you multiply 2 by to get to 12? Oh, Torvat is not in the meeting anymore. You multiply it by 6. So therefore, to get from the one coordinate to the other, you have to multiply by 6. So it is 6 times bigger than A. Okay. Hopefully, Tsorofatso will watch the video for this and understand what I was doing. Okay. Now. I said this was revision. So now this question has a combination of reflection, translation, enlargement, and reduction. And I'm going to need you guys to tell me what the answers are, okay? So we're given the point Z, which is 3, 5. And for number A, we need to know what the new coordinates will be if Z is reflected on the y-axis. Who remembers the rule for reflecting on the y-axis? What happens to the coordinates? Does anybody remember? When you reflect on the y-axis, what happens to your coordinates? So long while you refresh your memory, I'm going to number this here. The x changes. What happens to the x, Omolemo? Specifically, what happens? There we go. It changes signs. Okay, so we're going from Z which is 3, 5, and A. You guys said the X changes, so it'll be what? Tell me what's my new coordinates while I fix my Z because it's giving me weird vibes. Tell me what the new coordinate is, guys. You guys have given me the rule so nicely. So what's my new coordinate then? Buhle says -3, -5. Are you sure, Buhle? Do they both change? Bogang has swapped them around. Robert made the Y negative. Ooh, there's a lot going on. Nice, guys. It is -3 and 5. Remember, when you reflect on the y-axis, it is the x that changes sign. Okay. Nice. That was a good start. Now we are on number B. Why is it blue? Okay, we're on number B. Number B said Z is translated by the rule x minus 2 and y plus 2. So they've told you what to do with the coordinates already. So what's my new coordinate for B? We're still starting from Z, which is 3, 5. And we want to go to B, that is translated, as in that is moved, x minus 2. So that is what? 3 minus 2. And 5 plus 2. So then my new coordinate is 1, 7. Brilliant, guys. I love it. Okay, now we're on C. C is when you enlarge Z by a scale factor of 3. So what are we going to do with that 3? What do we do with the 3, guys? We're going to see this time. We multiply. There we go. There we go. So we're going to say 3, and we're going to multiply it by 3, and the 5, and we're going to multiply it by the scale factor. Okay, I'm going to take this and underline here with green so that you can see where I got that 3 from. There. Okay. Why am I using this third one? There we go. There. Okay, so what's my new coordinates? There we go. So C is 9, 15. Okay, number D says Z is reflected about the line Y equals X. What happens when you reflect something on the line Y equals X? Zianda, we minus, then we added. The rule said -2 from the X and +2 to the Y. So the X was 3, and if you minus 2, 3 minus 2 is 1. And then the Y was 5. Okay, so if you add 2, 5 goes to 7. Oh, we didn't write notes. How do you reflect on Y equals X? Karabo's the only one who wrote my notes. Dum, dum, dum. What happens to the coordinates, guys? 3, 5. If we're reflecting on the line Y equals X, then my new coordinates are? Thank you. The coordinates swap around. Open your notes, guys. We're supposed to be writing notes. So then it becomes 5, 3. No, there is no sign change. The coordinates just swap. That's it. Okay. Now we're off to number E. So Z is translated 5 units to the left and 4 units up. Okay, let me first write Z, which is 3, 5. Now I have a question for you guys. 5 units to the left, is that a positive or a negative? Is that a positive or a negative? It's a negative. Oh, you guys are so on fire. -5. And then it says 4 units up. Is that a plus or a minus? Nice. +4. So what's my new coordinate? So my new coordinates are, Let's do the sum. There we go. -2 and 9. Okay, guys, I see some people have DM'd me that they are lost. Please tell me specifically where we have lost you. Remember, this is revision. That's why we're going so fast. So if you have missed some of the lessons before this, you are bound to be a little bit lost and you might need to go and catch up, okay? But if it's something quick that I can just explain to you quickly, don't be shy. Raise your hand and I'll explain to you, just remind you how we are getting to the answers, okay? All right. I hope you guys will be brave enough to raise your hands so that I can help you. But remember, when you send a DM, you need to tell me specifically what has confused you. Okay, so now we're on F. F says what? Let's see. F is where Z is reflected on the x-axis. How does a reflection on the x-axis change my coordinates? Nice, Zakatelo, but I need someone to say it in words. There we go. Y changes sign. Okay, so it'll be 3 and -5. Oh, you guys are on fire. Okay, we're on G. Z is reduced by a factor of 2. Okay, reduced by a factor of 2. 3, 5. Butle says, ma'am, how did we get E? Butle, when you're looking at your Cartesian plane, remember there's a Y there and an X, right? If it says 5 units to the left, so we're going that way. Are we subtracting? Are the X values getting smaller or bigger? Think of a Cartesian plane. If we're going to the left, are the X values getting smaller or bigger? Smaller. So that's how we decided that it's a subtract. Do you see the sign where it comes from? Right? And then in the next one, they said 4 units up. So now we're thinking about the y-axis. If you go up on the y-axis, are the values getting smaller or bigger? Are they getting smaller or bigger? Bigger. So then that's why we decided that you have to plus, because the values are getting bigger. Do you understand? Are you feeling a bit better? I hope so. And thank you for being brave enough to ask. Anyone else have a question? You're welcome. Okay. So now it says reduced by a factor of 2. What's the problem with this, guys? Reduced by a factor of 2. There's a problem with the way this question is asked. Thank you. Now we have to divide, but we haven't been dividing so far, right? We haven't been dividing so far. Yes, Sonwabile? Sonwabile, you can unmute. Okay, when you're ready, that's okay. Okay, guys, so remember, we like saying times a half, right? I don't like this thing because we've been timesing the whole time. So it's times a half, which is the same as divided by 2. Do you remember we said that? Yes, Malibongwe? Oh, Malibongwe's hand is gone. We already did geometry of straight lines. You have to go back to the old video. It was like in the previous chapter, just before this one, yes. No, in the previous 2 chapters, the second previous one, okay. Okay, guys. So we divide by 2. So what are my new, there we go. It is the inverse. Oh, you guys are so smart. So what are my new coordinates for G then? Why did I write -5? Because I'm looking above. I'm looking at the wrong one. What are my new coordinates? Anyone? Mikhail, we divided by 2. We're not changing signs, remember? Yes, Chi-Chi.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello.
I just want to answer that real quickly. The answer is 0.6. 0 mapped to 6.
What? Are you doing the G with me?
Yeah, I am, man. It is.
What's 3 divided by 2?
3 divided by 2 is 1.5.
Yes. So the first coordinate is 1,5, and 5 divided by 2?
And 5 divided by 2 is 2.5.
2,5. That's my coordinate, Chichi.
Okay.
There we go. Thank you very much for answering. Today, people have been very
Man.
kind voices. I don't know what's going on. Guys, yup.
It's a Thursday, man. You should
I
understand.
can't
It's a
believe.
Thursday.
Sure. Maybe now that you've broken the
Exams are
ice,
closed.
people will answer.
Yo.
Let's see. Okay, guys, let's do H. Now it says Z is reflected about the line Y, X equals Y, excuse me, X equals Y. Is there a trick with this, guys? Yes, it's fine. See, if you left it as a fraction, so that means you left it as what? 3/2, same as 3/2 and, excuse me, what's 2,5? 2, 4, 5/2. Yes, that's fine. Yes, Jordan, this is just a trick. The line Y equals X and the line X equals Y are the same line. You see? So that was just a trick question. So it's the same as number D, which means the coordinate swap, and that is 5, 3. Now I'm going to have a nice check-in while you guys take screenshots, and I'm going to take questions. So Nabile, can you please try and mute again? I asked you to unmute again. Please try it and see if you can. Thumbs up, thumbs down. How's everybody feeling about this? There we go. We're doing well, and I'm very proud of you guys. Okay, no questions. Screenshots, are we done? Zianda, where did I lose you, Zianda? Raise your hand, Zianda, and tell me where I lost you. Here we go. Yes, Zianda.
Hi, man.
Hello.
I don't know. I think my rules are wrong because I have other rules written down.
For which section, Zianda?
I don't see any reflected or translated. I only see rotation in my notes.
Yeah, you need reflection and enlargement and translation. We're here for the first 2 lessons.
Then I've been here since last year, March.
Hi, Bo. So where are your notes, Zianda?
I don't know.
On Tuesday.
These are the only notes I have.
Okay, look here. On Tuesday, we did enlargement and reduction, right?
Yes.
Last week, Thursday, we did rotation. Do you see?
Yeah.
So now you have to go check where last week Tuesday's notes are, because that's where reflection was. Do you see?
Maybe I found them. But I still don't understand.
No, Ziada, you must look at your rules. Okay, which one don't you understand? Let's look at specific questions now.
All of them.
Zianda, you can't say all of them.
Except for the reduce and enlarge, that's one I understand. But the other ones.
Okay, what do your rules say? Go to your reflection. What do your rules say about reflecting on the y-axis? What happens when you reflect on the y-axis?
There's no rule on that.
There's
only line of reflection.
There's only
A line of reflection.
Yes, on the y-axis. If the line of reflection is the y-axis, what happens?
The line that separates a point and a line or an object and its reflected image.
Zianda didn't write my notes, that's why. Zianda, I'm gonna need you to go watch the lesson, okay? It is on the website. Take proper notes, okay? I promise you, I know you can do this. They're not that bad at all. Okay. Okay, right? Now, let us go to this beautiful one over here. Okay, whatever's going on in the chat, let's shut it down. We are back to, oh, I was ruining my laptop for a moment there, sorry. We are back to working. So now we are given a diagram with two triangles, ABC and DEF. They are the vertices of the triangles and what has been translated where and the coordinates for F. Now write down the rule to describe the transformation. So now let's read. It says it has been translated 3 units to the left and 2 units up. So now let's write this as an algebraic rule A. So if my original coordinates were X, Y, let's do the X transformation first. The X transformation says 3 units to the left. So tell me what I should write, guys. What does 3 units to the left look like as an algebraic expression, basically? Okay, Butle says minus. How much are we minusing? There we go. So it's going to be X minus 3. And then it says 2 units up. So what does that look like as an algebraic expression or as an operation? There we go. Equals 2. Oh, plus 2. Oh, the plus and equals are on the same. I get it, guys. I understand you guys. I was wondering why everyone's saying equal. You must remember to say shift, guys. Okay, plus 2. Okay, I feel like we're getting this now. Like we're getting this whole writing a rule thing and everything. And now it says find the coordinates of C, D, and E. Now we have to think a little bit, guys. C is on which triangle? Is it on the original triangle or the translated triangle? C was on which triangle? Look at the sketches. Are they a little bit small? I think I should make this thing a little bit bigger. Look, guys, before you, never mind. View. Oh, I zoomed out. No wonder they're so tiny. There. Look at the 3 triangles. Is C on the original triangle or on the translated triangle? There. Remember, you can zoom in on your side as well, guys. I repeat my question. Is C on the original or on the translated? Okay, I only have a few answers, guys. There's over 100 of you guys in here. I'm gonna need more responses than that. Ooh, we have original, translated, original, translated, original, translated. Okay, look here. Triangle A, B, C. Is that the original one or the translated one? Look carefully. It's the original one, guys. Even if you read here, ABC has been translated to DEF. So ABC was the original one. We need to read carefully, guys. Remember I said majority of your marks will come from reading carefully. So that means D, E, and F are the translated triangle. Okay. Original because we've been told in the information, Sonovile, it says the triangle ABC was translated to DEF. So that means DEF comes from ABC. No, Bokang, we've been told it's translated. Guys, you need to read the information. They said they translated it 3 units up, no, 3 units to the left and 2 units up. So we've already been told. You can't ignore the information. You're going to lose marks, okay? So we've been told it is translated to DEF. So then our original was what? ABC. So then my original point, oops, that was an accident. My original triangle is ABC. So C is in the original triangle. Okay. Now that we've seen that, I'm going to zoom out a little bit because now my handwriting looks massive. So that means C, which we don't know. Let's say C is X and Y. We said it has been translated by X minus 3 and Y plus 2. Now, this is how you're going to solve this thing, guys. What is the new coordinate for C after it's been translated? Look on the new triangle. First, tell me which letter does it correspond with? Remember, this has not been reflected or rotated or anything. Which letter does C correspond in the new triangle? Nice, F, right? And we know the coordinates of F. The coordinates of F are -1, 0. Right? That means X minus 3 has to equal what on the new one? X minus 3 has to equal what on the new coordinates? Think carefully. Nice. X minus 3 has to equal -1 and Y plus 2 has to equal what? 0. Nice, guys. So then if X minus 3 is -1, what's X? How much was X originally? X was 2. Because it's -1 plus 3. Therefore, X was 2. And how much was Y? What was the original Y? -2. Because it's going to be 0 minus 2. Therefore, Y is -2. So then the original coordinate, which we know now is C, was 2, -2. You guys are absolutely brilliant. Sorry, guys, I see a message here. Let me read it quickly. Oh, Tando, I'm not sure what your question is. Please elaborate a little bit and I'll try to answer it as accurately as possible. There we go. Tando raised his or her hand. Yes, Tando.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello.
I wanted to find out. So from my question, I saw on the question here that there was the original shape and the translated shape. So I wanted to find out. Let's say we're in an exam and it's a question just like this. There's the original shape and the reflected or translated or enlarged shape. And then they ask which one is the copy, basically. Will the new shape have a prime sign? So like A prime in the coordinate.
Okay, Tando. If they don't give you information like they did here, then yes, it will be A prime, B prime, C prime. Okay. So if you get two shapes and one of them is ABC and the other one is A prime, B prime, C prime, you know the prime one is always the reflected one or the transformed one, right?
Yes, ma'am.
But in this case, Tando, we were told. That's why it's important to read. Because it says to us in this diagram, triangle ABC has been translated. So which one was the original? It has to be ABC because that's the one that you moved. Do you see what I mean?
Yes,
so you have to they're either going to give you a piece of information like this one, where they tell you which one was the original and which one is translated, or they're going to give you triangle ABC with triangle A prime, B prime, C prime.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay,
Thank you, ma'am.
you're welcome. Okay, guys, we have the coordinates for C. I think for D and E are going to go a little bit quicker. Let's use our rules. Original for A was 0, 4. A translates to which one? Which one on your sketch? Look at on your sketch. A translates to which one? To D. And our rule says we must minus 3 from X and plus 2 from Y. So what's my new coordinate for D? Use the rules. Here's the rule. What do we say? Anyone? Somebody? We're going to say 0 minus 3 and 4 plus 2. So what's my new coordinates? There we go. Thank you very much, Mikhail. Negative 3, 4 plus 2 is 6. Okay. So it's negative 3 and 6. And then the last one is B. We're translating B to E. So B was negative 3 and negative 1. Okay. We're going to translate it to E by minusing 3 and adding 2. So what are the coordinates for E, guys? Thank you very much. Let's have negative 6 and positive 1. Whew. Do you get it, guys? Now it says, let's go quickly. Our time is almost up. Are the triangles similar, congruent, or neither of them? We've spoken about this over and over. If you translate a shape, are they similar or congruent or neither? So Nabila says similar. Omulemo says, guys, what does similar mean? And what does congruent mean? Congruent means they are the exact same shape. Similar means they have the same angles, but not the same sides. The sides are in proportion. So are these similar or congruent? They can't be both, Ntando. They're congruent. It's the exact same triangle, guys. You just moved it. Okay, you didn't increase it. You didn't enlarge it or reduce it. You just moved it around. Okay. Right. Now, I think our time is almost up. Let's do D quickly. D. If reflecting DEF, so our new triangle in the line Y equals X, what did they say? Our coordinates have to swap. So let's see, the coordinate for D was negative 3, 6, and that's going to be 6, negative 3. And our next one was negative 6, 1, so it's going to be 1, negative 6. And the last one was F, which was negative 1, 0, and it's going to be 0 and negative 1. What do we notice about the image of F? I can't see anything. I haven't written it down. Okay, so I don't know. I don't know. And then if we reduce DEF by a factor of 2, would F still have the same coordinate? Why or why not? Let's check quickly. F's coordinate is negative 1 and 0. What happens if we reduce something, guys? What happens when you reduce a point? Anyone home? Yes, thank you, Sia. We don't minus, guys. You need to check your notes. We divide, right? So if you divide negative 1, is it going to remain the same? 0 is going to remain the same. But will negative 1 remain the same? No. So will the coordinates stay the same? No. It only stays the same if it is 0, 0, because then it will not do anything. Woo! That is the end of our lesson, guys. I cannot do the brain break anymore because you guys have to go and do the quiz. Okay. We will do area and perimeter in the next section. There is no poll today. It's just a quiz. I went out. Please, can you say how it is congruent? Jordan, congruent means it is the exact same triangle. Okay, which it is. We just moved it around. If you take a shape that's over here and you just, like, let's say you have a shape over here and you just move it there, it's the exact same shape. There is no poll, guys. Today is Thursday. It's only the quiz. But then similar means it is the same shape, but bigger or smaller. So if you have boop and you have that one, let's say they are the same shape, but they're bigger or smaller. Okay, screenshots.